ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to today's episode of Game Poke, the show where we cover gaming-related topics and talk a load of our bollocks. And today we're going to talk about stuff I want. Alright? Normally a video's about games where I've got them in the collection, or I have a bit of knowledge about them, or I've researched them to an extent. These ones I have researched, but I try not to research too much because it's punishment. And that's because these games are ones that are not in my collection and I really want them. But I can't have them. Mostly. There's the reasons. So that's what today's video is about. It's about games that ain't in my Master System collection and it's killing me. A couple of them, kind of affordable. The rest, no. It's a fucking no. You know, I was going to add one on this list. I decided not to, because I wanted to limit it to 5. I didn't want to ramble on for too long, as I do. Power Strike 2 was one I was going to add, but I became a bit sour about that, because I had finally gotten Power Strike 1. It was like, yes, at last, I got one of the Power Strikes. It's not the rarer one, it's not the better one, but it's still fucking good. So I was dead happy. And then, a YouTuber I know called Guitar New told me not only did he have a copy of Power Strike 2, but he sold it for money reasons, which I get. I do. It's an expensive game. If you need money, sometimes you got to bite the bullet. It's not nice, but sometimes you got to do it. So he sold it for full whack, I believe. And then he found one on Gumtree for only 70 quid. Bastard. But anyway, enough about me slagging people off for having better collections than me. To those people. The first game we're going to talk about is one of the cheaper ones. Still expensive. I mean, I don't know what it is right now. Price-wise, I think it's like 60, 70 quid, which is a bit shit. It's a bit shit. King's Quest! That one. I've never played any King's Quest games. That's mainly because I think they were more, back in the day, they were PC games. I was never really a PC gamer. That didn't really happen in my family. Because, you know, back in the day, to be a PC gamer, like in the 90s, that meant that your family had to have a computer. It's not like today where any cunt can have one. It was, no. They're shit. They're expensive. Can Daddy get one? No. Simple answer. Daddy was poor in our family. But it's okay, because so was my mum. Wicked. But I always wanted to try a King's Quest game. And in the Master System one, King's Quest, Quest for the Crown. It just looks so different to every other Master System game that I've ever played. Whether I own it or not, I don't think I've ever played a game on that console that even looks like this. That bugs the shit out of me, because it means it's uncharted territory. I've played a lot of platforms, I've played a lot of puzzle games, I've played a lot of RPGs. I haven't played this fucking thing. Again, it's one of the more affordable Master System games. It's kind of why I'm getting it out of the way now. Because I know there's going to be some collectors maybe that would watch this vid and they go, oh, I have that one. Well, congrats. I'm happy to have some really rare games in my collection, but I've not got this one yet. And it's not really rare. It just hasn't happened yet. It will. Out of all the ones talking about today, this one I will fucking get at some point. So I can take solace in that. I will get to see these screenshots. I will get to undoubtedly die a fucking lot because I've no clue how to play the fucking game. As I said, I've never played a King's Quest. Never. So I haven't got a fucking clue how to do it. Really clueless here. Totally clueless. But it looks pretty. I want to try it. That's a good reason, isn't it? Next game
is one that bugs the shit out of me.
Well, you'll see. The next game that I want is kind of expensive. You can get lucky with this one. You can, because I nearly did in a bidding war and I fucking lost! But I nearly won. Nearly. And that's what counts. Except it isn't, because it would only count if I fucking won and I didn't! Streets of Rage 10. Now I love Streets of Rage 1 on the Master System. That's a great game. It's a very great game. It's only got one flaw. One player. There's no two-player option. That's really dumb. But there is a lot going on the screen with the game, so yeah, I kind of get it. If they say, oh, it's a technical reason, we couldn't do it because we literally couldn't do it. Fine. At the end of the day, the game's great. It's got a boss in it that isn't in the Mega Drive one. in case you didn't know, there is a boss in Streets of Rage 1 on the Master System that isn't on Streets of Rage 1 on Mega Drive / Genesis. In case you didn't know that. But Streets of Rage 2, rare bastard. Tough to find. Although not impossible. Like one of the others I'll mention in a little bit. Oh my god, it sounds like Doom, doesn't it? Impending fucking Doom. Streets of Rage 2, this is the only good thing for me, I suppose, is that Streets of Rage 2 is apparently crapper than 1. And to be fair, it looks it. It don't look epic. Gameplay-wise, not a clue, because of course, I would never say what a game's like to play if I haven't played it. I mean, I might one day or in past, or I don't fucking know, say what other people have said, but I would always make sure it was clear that that's what other people think. For me, if I haven't played a game, I'll just flat out say, fuck knows. I think it's as honest as you can get. Streets of Rage 2 apparently plays crapper than 1. Does that mean it plays just plain crap? Haven't got a clue. But graphically, it still looks good. Colour-wise, it looks good. Doesn't look better than 1 though, if I'm fucking honest. But it bugs me when I'm going along the collection thinking, what shall I play? And then you're going along alphabetically, you get to Streets of Rage. Like, and then there's no Streets of Rage 2. It's the next game. Whatever that is right now, I couldn't tell you off the top of my head, but in fact, it's not that. It's not Streets of Rage 2. It's not the one I wanted to be, so fuck! This was not a clever video to make, because I'm getting wound up. Didn't think on that, do it? No, dickhead. You know what? Push on. The third game is one that you honestly might not have heard of. And there's a very good reason. Alright, King's Quest isn't exactly super rare. Hence why it's not super expensive. Streets of Rage 2 is bullshit. Price is bullshit. It's rare. It's just not super rare. This next game only came out in Brazil. That's right, it's a tech toy game. For those of you that don't know, tech toy games were Brazil only, I believe. And a lot of them were original releases. Or rather, they were rip-off ports of games that weren't on the Master System anywhere else. And the best example of that is that, did you know, on the Master System, there was Street Fighter 2? Fucking... Alright, graphically, from what I've seen, picture-wise, colour-wise, surprisingly awesome. You could not get the NES to do this. You fucking couldn't. I don't care what you say, you couldn't. I mean, it looks really surprisingly awesome. The graphics on the characters on the character selection screen, that alone is really well done. 8 fucking bit, people. 8-bit, right? What have Nintendo got for Street Fighter 2 that's 8-bit? The Game Boy one. And you all slag that off. Don't you fucking lie. I know you do. It's in the comments. The Let's Player did once. Shameless plug and Let's Play in description below. So if you want to see Street Fighter 2 Game Boy completed on the hardest difficulty setting, go me. Video, you can watch it. Please do. Then subscribe if you haven't already. But I digress. Street Fighter 2 on the Master System, it just looks awesome. Look at the fight scenes. Right? Look at them. They look great. Again, gameplay wise, I couldn't tell you. I haven't played it. It could be really good. It could be really poo. This game often goes for between 200 to 300 British pounds. Which is shit. But even if you could find one, and I mean one, there's one on eBay like at any given time, which means that some dickhead determines the prices. It's like, you'll buy it for this price, because there are no others. I hate them cunts. You can't argue the fucking price because no one else has fucking done it, you know. Getting angry as this video goes on. Getting angry. How could we possibly make this worse? Oh, I don't know. Maybe if we talk about a fucking Sonic game that I don't have. Yeah. Let's go through them. Sonic 1 on the Master System. Bloody hell! It's one of the best Master Systems out there. Master System games. Sonic 1, is awesome. It's a masterpiece. It's its own unique game. It's, in case you haven't played, it is not the Mega Drive one in 8-bit. No, it's not. It's its own game. There's a Game Gear version, which is tightly cropped. It's a bit of a pig. I highly suggest Master System 1 over Game Gear, but if you prefer Game Gear, fuck me, try the Game Gear one. Sonic 2 on Master System. I hate it. The fucking hang glider can get bent. I hate the bloody thing. Next one, Sonic Chaos, which they've gone for a very different approach in terms of graphic and appearance. Some people really prefer it. I don't. It's not bad. It's just different. That's all. I just prefer Sonic 1 graphics over that. Maybe I'm nostalgia blind, but Sonic Chaos, that's a fantastic game. So 1 was the best. 2, I hate. 3, essentially Chaos, really good, really good. There was also Sonic Spinball, a tech toy game. I have that one. I once talked about it. Maybe I should do a Let's Play on it so I can do more of a thing on it to cover it. One day I'll do a better coverage than what I've done in the past. That's a good game, surprisingly. It's not bad. It's not. The one I don't fucking have is Sonic Blast. Now I believe that this game is a fucking tech toy game. So it only came out in Brazil, to my knowledge. It's basically the Game Gear game, Sonic Blast, which I'm not as informed with Game Gear as I am Master System. Sorry, I'm just not. So, yeah. I don't know how common Sonic Blast was on Game Gear, but I know on Master System it was rare as fuck. Price-wise, don't know, because as I'm recording this, there isn't one on eBay or for me to find anywhere at this point. When the video's released, maybe there will be, but as I'm recording, no, there isn't. It's a bollocks. It looks very cropped, very chopped down. The colour and the graphics are quite nice. They're a bit like Sonic Chaos, but not too much. The frame rate, from what I've seen of other YouTubers that have owned it, the bastards, it looks awful. The gameplay on this game, again, haven't played it, so I can't say how it does actually play, I can only say how it looks. It looks shite. It doesn't look good. But it's a Sonic game and I don't have it. The fuck, man? I need this in my life and I don't have it. This is one of them occasions where you know it's a bad game, but if you want to collect everything, you have to get it. So essentially, it's like you want to be a top tier collector for this thing you love, aka Master System. You want to be a top tier collector, which means you'll have to buy some shit. Now I've bought some shit. I've got a lot of sports games that are on the shelf rotting away. Never going to play. No. Like 1 or 2 I will. The rest, no thank you. If you'd like to see more about my Master System collection, shameless plug! There's a video below where you can check out the whole collection. Although I've got a few more games since then, so it's slightly out of date. But it's still a lot of cool stuff there, I reckon. Anyway, I'm losing the plot. What was I talking about? Yeah, Sonic Blast. Don't have it in the collection. And it infuriates me. Need that game. I don't have that game. I'm unlikely to get that game. I'm going to cry that I don't have that game. Yeah, going to cry. Now we move on to something truly bollocks. Right? This game, there's very limited information you can find. I'm pretty certain it was an official release. I'm pretty certain it was released somewhere outside of Japan, but I get mixed information on websites as to where. Some websites say it was released in Britain. I call bollocks. Other places say it was released in just some places in Europe. It's like, that's brilliant. Where, you dick? Information on this game is very limited. And last I checked, there were 2 copies of this game. 2. On eBay, and they were going for, one was 250 quid for the cartridge, the other one was £415. You've got a competitor, 200-ish. You thought, what, I'll double it and then some cunt will come along and buy it? You're thick? You must be thick, or you are king cunt. Because what? Who's gonna buy that? Who is gonna buy Mahjong? You would think, why would I care? You would think that. there's a slight obsession with me. On the Master System, there is also a game called Shanghai. Shanghai is a brilliant puzzle game. Shanghai, outside of the video game, is essentially Mahjong Solitaire. One-player Mahjong, you play yourself. It's essentially pairs with tiles. It's the easiest fucking game in the world to play, but it's not the easiest to master. Mahjong Solitaire, Shanghai, is not the easiest to master. It can be a pig, especially if you set yourself a timer. Jesus Christ. I've collected a lot of Shanghai games. I got one on the Sega Saturn, Japanese of course. I got one on the PC Engine, Japanese. Shanghai Master System, have to have that. I've got Shanghai 2 and 3 for the Genesis. Actually, I think 3, yeah, 3's a Mega Drive import from Japan, but 2 is Genesis. Do I have any more? Yes, I got 2 on Game Boy. So I got them. I've also got one on the Wii, which is surprisingly good with the Wiimote. Shanghai is actually really fun. I don't say that a lot about the Wii because I'm not a fan of motion controls. Never fucking have been. But it works quite well with that. The best Mahjong, though, is ones you can get on 3DS. I nearly said DS, but on the 3DS, you can get Mahjong and the ability to do it with a stylus. It's 1,000 times quicker. Master System, I have to use a cursor. The Wii, you tend to miss where you're aiming, you know, but with stylus, blop, 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 blop. Brilliant. Anyway, as you can see, I've gone completely off topic. Shanghai Solitaire is awesome. Mahjong is not naturally a one-player game. It's for many people. I don't know how to play it because it's so fucking complicated, but I really want to learn. It's tough to learn. I've tried and I just can't wrap my head around it, but I will continue to try it every now and then, maybe. If I had it on Master System, I know I'd force myself to learn because I'd want to play it so fucking badly. But the game is a joke. In price, it's a fucking joke. How can anyone afford that shit? And not only that, because of the lack of information, I truly question, was this official game? Was it a rip-off? Was it Japan only? If it's Japan only, as in it was like SG fucking Mark III only, or later with their re-release of Master System, that's not the end of the world. I don't care about that too much because, you know, I'd need adapters to play in Pony like that, and then I'd be collecting further and further into a whole new library of the Japanese crap. But was this game released places where it'd be fucking attainable? Because I don't know. Like I said, you can check multiple places and they will say multiple things. No one seems to know the truth about this, and it's fucking annoying. Many people will go, I know the truth. Why are you so special to go, I know the truth, when someone else say they know the truth and their fucking info crosses yours? In short, fuck knows. I know I want the game. I know I don't want to pay for the game. If I found this in a car boot sale, heart attack straight away, because I'd be baffled to see it in England, and I'd be baffled to, well, I'd steal it. Fuck them. Don't care. So anyway, those are the games that I can't afford. Brilliant, isn't it? I'm glad I did this video. It's fucking awesome. You know, I nearly did a Master System game. I nearly did a Master System video on hidden gems, but people get so pissy and upset. That's not a hidden gem. I've played it my whole life. Wicked for you. Hidden gem does not mean no one's played it. It means most people don't know about it. It doesn't mean that no one's fucking heard of it. It's not new. It wasn't hidden in a fucking landfill before E.T. got there. Ugh. Anyway, I decided not to do the hidden gem video because I thought I don't want people getting pissy in the comments. So instead I did this video that's made me angry instead and pissy. It's brilliant, isn't it? It's great. Well, fantastic. Good idea, Tom. Cunt. Thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, click like, leave a comment, subscribe. Come on. You subscribe to other channels. I can't be the worst of all. I can't be the worst. Near the bottom, yes. But the worst? There's got to be some cunt out there worse than me. So can I just get the subscription? Rambling. Thank you very much for watching. Bye bye.